3-Eye Atlas, this interstellar object, what is it doing here? Well, I'm going to share with you in this video insight and information that I received from my Pleiadian guide. A lot of this information you may feel is something that you know deep within you as truth. So measure that off of what you're experiencing and hearing out there in the world regarding this object that is traveling at really high speeds towards Earth. Okay, a lot of false flag narratives. That stuff is all nonsense, of course. So, how does this work? Well, let's review how the ascension process works. We know everything is a reflection of what's happening inside. We are expanding consciousness as individuals and as a collective. So you are going to start to experience higher dimensional realities in this current reality. Okay, it is expanding to incorporate higher frequency energy. Now, being human, we kind of have to bridge that gap, right? Some of you who have had maybe spontaneous awakenings, like I have, jumped to experience really high frequency realities, more of the energetic, more of the etheric. But for many people, it's like kind of sticking your toe in the water to get used to it, right? These people need a gradual introduction to the truth of who they really are. And that's happening collectively. This happened back in remember the Phoenix Lights? I think that was in like the 90s, right? Where that craft came over Phoenix and all these people saw it, right? These are ways for the Federation to gauge the humans' consciousness, the state that they're in collectively. Is there a lot of fear? Is there a lot of openness regarding contact? And those types of topics, right? Those types of ideas. So this is another object, just like the object we had. I think there was one in 2017, 2019. This is like the third one now. And the interesting thing is that my Pleiadian guide shared with me is that we are creating this. So we have called this in. So as we continue to raise our vibration, what's happening is we are manifesting situations and experiences into our reality to help others expand their consciousness as well. So when an object like this comes into our trajectory and you hear science, astronomers saying this thing is acting really weirdly, its orbital trajectory is very strange, these are all signals to you that we are stepping out of the known and into the unknown, okay? Out of the pattern, out of what we expect objects in space to behave like, into a new reality where it's frankly it's unknown. Okay, so you as a light worker are calling these experiences in, and the collective now has an opportunity to experience this object through the lens of their beliefs, through the lens of their programming, through the lens of their humanity. Now, there's a lot of people out there talking about, this is going to be an alien invasion and people are saying it's going to be a false flag, all of this kind of stuff out there. It's all noise. That's the manifestation of the fear response that is coming up into the awareness of everybody. And it's up to you to decide, do I want to stay limited, stay small, and align with the fear narrative, or do I want to be expansive and be open to receiving these glimpses into a greater reality that are now here and starting to come forward? Now, all the dimensions exist, right? It's all happening in the now. So you have the ability to tap into higher dimensional fields simply by raising your vibration, right? Turning that radio dial, you tap into a field, and you may be seeing craft. You may be connecting with your guides, all those amazing things, right? But again, a bridge is being built from the old to the new, and sometimes that bridge is bringing in situations or objects that are more physical, that align with the current reality that the collective is experiencing. Okay, so this is a physical object coming in. It can be tracked by our equipment, right? They see it coming. It's physical, yet it's not behaving within the norm. Okay, so again, opening the door into the unknown. So it's up to you, if you have any fear, to detach from that, to realize that this is an expansion. We're on this ascension timeline, okay, and this energy is moving through us, and we're starting to manifest now these higher dimensional objects, like I said, this one is more physical, but it's outside of the behavior that we would expect in our reality, right? So it's leaning into a new reality. Around that craft, around the planet, all over the skies, there are etheric craft that are in a higher dimensional field, they're resonating to a higher frequency, that are available for you to see and interact with at any time. Okay? But for most of humanity right now, they are in that initial awakening phase. These types of objects, we bring them in to assist in the collective in raising their vibration. And in order to do that, all of the fear associated with these unknown events needs to be seen. So you're going to hear a lot of noise around this, okay? I can assure you there's no alien invasion coming. There may be people out there talking about that. They're, again, are they limiting you, keeping you in fear, or is it an expansive conversation? Okay, you want to lean into the expansive conversation. My Pleiadian guide, like she said, this is the Galactic Federation, right? This is all coming through. They are extensions or aspects of us. We are bringing them through. We are the ground crew. We are bringing this energy forward. We are bringing these objects in. We are manifesting them. We are creating them to assist in this process. Just like anything else that is happening in your life, it's all about the expansion of consciousness and your consciousness evolution. And these events, just like the Phoenix Lights back in the 90s, were an event to give people an opportunity to start to look to the stars, to realize that there is far more in this reality to experience than what you've been living day in and day out based on your limiting beliefs and based on your programming. Okay, so this is an expansive time. There is really nothing to fear. Okay, you may experience a lot of people in fear, but again, hold space for them. Know in your heart that you are creating this for the good of the collective, for the good of humanity, because we are on this ascension timeline. And this is one of, there's going to be numerous things like this happening going forward. It's going to accelerate because we're building that bridge from the old to the new. Okay, so if you found this video helpful and resonated with you, please hit the hype button. That would really, really help this video to get out there, to get seen, so other people who may be feeling a little fear or uncertainty around what's coming, maybe it'll give them a little bit of comfort and let them know how to move forward with all of the narratives, obviously, that we're going to be experiencing between now and I think November they're talking about, right? So hit the hype button. Also, I offer one-on-one coaching. So if you're stuck in fear, whatever, there's a link in the description. Go ahead, check that out. I'd love to get on a Zoom call with you and guide you through all of that.